I found out why my childhood bedroom door never locked when guests were over, and I wish I hadn't asked. It came up casually, which almost makes it worse. I was home for a weekend, staying in my old room, struggling with the same door that never quite latched. I joked about how it still didn't lock properly, even after all these years. My mom paused. Not long, just long enough to notice. She said locks break, houses are old. Then she changed the subject. That should have been the end of it. But later that night, my dad knocked and asked if I remembered how often we had company when I was a kid. Church friends, distant relatives, co-workers passing through, people I barely knew but was always told to be polite to. I said yeah. Of course I remembered. He leaned against the doorframe and said they never wanted me to feel separate when people were over. Said locked doors made guests uncomfortable. Said it was about openness. That explanation didn't sit right, mostly because it didn't explain why my siblings' doors locked just fine. The next morning, I pressed harder. I asked my mom directly why my door was different. She looked tired in a way I hadn't seen before. Not defensive, just worn down. She said there were concerns when I was younger, that some guests had complained I was difficult, that I didn't like being interrupted, that I asked too many questions. She said locking my door made things harder for everyone. I asked who complained. She didn't answer that part. What she did say was that it was easier to manage me if I didn't have a space to retreat to. Easier to keep an eye on things. Easier to avoid scenes. She said they were trying to protect me, even if it didn't look like it. I don't remember anything terrible happening. That's what makes it confusing. Just a constant sense of being watched, of not fully belonging to myself, of learning early that privacy was something other people earned. When I left that weekend, my dad offered to finally fix the lock. He said it like a peace offering. I told him not to bother. Now the door still doesn't lock, and I don't sleep there anymore. I don't know if what they did was wrong or just misguided or something in between. I just know I stopped asking questions after that because I didn't trust the answers.